The final Halo World Championship warm-up tournament commenced today. The Warmup Invitational features all 16 teams that qualified for Worlds. We begin with the pool play phase with 4 groups of 4 teams each, and then we'll be moving on to the bracket stage. The first series of the day began with FaZe clan facing Envy. And, even though this is a warm-up for Worlds, Lucid showed once again that he spawns warmed up at all times.
Is appropriately named. Lucid warming up himself with the snipe, starting off 5-0. He's not missing.
I tell you, this is called the warm-up tournament. I think Lucid warmed up before the warm-up tournament. This guy is ready to hit these shots. Probably been shooting bots for some time now. Unfortunately, it's Envy. Maybe just waking up, need to get the coffee in the bloodstream so they can compete with the likes of FaZe. FaZe on fire.
FaZe is absolutely ripping domes right now. In particular, Lucid, who is more than halfway on his way to a frenzy. Now working his way into the ice. Jackson slides through. He lands the body shot, no scope, cleans up with the headshot, still stays alive in the long haul, and he's going to have a really good chance here to get 3 more for the frenzy. What a way to start the day.
I mean, FaZe is doing everything they want to do. Lucid's 8-0. So guarantee they stay alive if they have to.
Precision. Oh my God, was causing some troubles for Lucid, but Lucid patiently waits for him to re-peek once again, takes his face, now lining up what could be the defensive effort to turn it into offense, and he lands another headshot that could be for the win. Right as the clock eclipses 0, it looks like FaZe should secure to the end, but they have one more player to take down Piggy as everybody else chases into the hill. They're not going to get there in time, and FaZe, Trippy with the triple, secures the win. Wait,
Trippy had... Wait, they're in the hill.
They're in the hill.
It's at 0-0 on the clock.
Okay. After going up 2-0 in the series, Envy woke up in Game 3 and pulled off a ridiculous comeback to get on the board.
Jackson was able to get away with the camo. This is good news, but Trippy is so aware. Just knows exactly where he is somehow. Trippy is... I'm going to say it. He's one of the best like camo player hunters that we have in the game. His is up as well, so he can utilize that to his advantage. Piggy is aggressively rotating through the tunnel.
Okay.
And it looks like is somebody hiding back A here? They are. Snakebite with this sneaky spot predicts and plays perfectly against that. Wow.
He's taking the fight to him. He's taking the fight to Descendant, one of the most aggressive players in the HCS, and he gets taken down via the reversal. Snakebite, how are you thriving?
This guy is going crazy right now, and Precision 5 seconds. Penguin can't comfortably enter the fight now with his shields back, needs to get a line of sight on someone because his whole team is dying. And now with that missed shot, I think Envy could win this game.
From the grave to the dance floor, Envy have come back in this one. They're up by 30 seconds. They were just down by 30 and now only need 5 seconds left to secure the win. Penguin's got to scoot. He forces and extends his way into C, but he's got players all over the sides and behind him. There's the flank. He gets it with the no-scope. FaZe still alive.
Okay, they're capturing A though. Our Envy 2v2 situation on the map. And the FaZe have opted to rotate to B. A war is breaking out here. Kills are being traded. There's another member of FaZe there to capture it. Piggy uses the repulse to kill the player in B. That was so clean from Piggy. Did you see that?
Oh my God, yes, that was amazing.
FaZe clan came out decisive in Game 4, pulling off a perfect 100-0 round 1 in oddball and closing out the series smoothly.
You don't have to stress to hold the ball the entire time. You can opt to drop it, win the fight, and pick it back up and just slowly win this round. They might just 100-0 him here.
Damn. What a way to, in the proverbial Halo tug of war, what a way to pull back and regain all that momentum until Envy. You may have gotten one, but you're not getting the second one. That is an unbelievable performance we're witnessing right now. It is near impossible to 100-0 another team of your skill level, and it looks like FaZe are about to do that. Yeah, book it.
This is perfect spawn control and manipulation from FaZe. I mean, they were standing exactly. He's just vibing. Vision trying to make a hero play because nothing else is working.
On that previous play, we really got a chance to see how strong the game sense and comms are right now for FaZe clan as Trippy Tarzan's his way into another double. 1 kill, 1 assist, but what I saw there was Jackson. Unbelievable. Trippy's not missing. He gets the double kill. That does it. Series over. It should be at least, but again, Jackson drops out the shroud screen and Lucid and the rest of FaZe knew he was going to use the Shroud Screen to advance forward. They threw grenades and bandit bullet fire at the front of it, and that Shroud Screen was an absolute moot point as Envy will lose.
Next up, we're jumping into the Space Station versus Complexity matchup, a roller coaster from start to finish. Starting with Game 1 CTF, Complexity grabbed 3 captures in 3 minutes to take the series lead.
Starting to feel like this game mode needs to go to 5 flags. We've seen so many fast matches. Looks like for now, though, Space Station have slowed it, but with Suppress, the last player alive, he's forced to rotate through. King Nick still has some overshield left to deal with the next round of spawners. And as long as Complexity are in the right positions to push these players back, this is over.
God. Suppressed. One final stand, one final hope. The grenade goes out, looking to gather a little bit more damage to prevent the push from coming through, but he's been spotted out, called out, taking a lot of damage, and oh my God! The initial grenade that he looked to execute with finally comes through for him. Hail Mary. But will it be the goal line stand? No, it will not. Space Station needed much more than a prayer in that one. 3-0 Complexity in just...
With momentum on their side, Complexity built a strong advantage on map 2. But it all came down to one final kill.
But they're still up by 5.
Ryan and Stellar just stick each other. Like, are we playing catch or Halo? Like, come on, guys. What do you play there? But still down by 5 are Space Station, and these trades totally fine with Complexity here. They've only got 8 to go. Feels like Space Station are often kind of isolated. There's not a lot of team shooting going on compared to Complexity, where these guys are just never alone. There's always an extra body there to clean up. Even if they do lose a piv, there's always someone there to follow up on the damage. So far, I think that's been the difference maker.
42-39. Space Station have brought it back, but they cannot play for those trades we've been seeing them play for. You got to throw in a jab strafe or a step jump, kind of anticipate like you're going for the trade and then back up and get the slate cleanly. They're doing it. 43-43. Space Station have come back from the dead. We're tied.
Okay.
Force a slowdown here. Space Station could continue to roll. Stellar goes down to 1 HP. Stellar goes down 49 all. Ryan slings in like Tarzan with the grapple hook. 2 players on A, 2 players in the tower, 3 players in the tower for Complexity. This is where they could collapse if you're suppressed in the rest of SSG. Ryan trying to get the hell out of dodge. Camo's up, but that's bait. The only way they could go for it is with the grapple. Ryan secures it. They're going to slow things down and let Ryan try to formulate a plan here.
What do you do here, though? Okay, stickies are not up. He's going to wait on the stickies, but Space Station are opting to make a move here. I don't know if they got one of those players weak and they tried to follow up on the damage, but Ryan, look at this. Oh my God. Eco's, but Falcon gets a kill before Eco dies. That was a crazy end game. Can you imagine if Eco...
Space Station made quick work in Game 3, jumping ahead 2-1 in the series.
Flanking the fridge spawns. It has been a continuous string of spawns at the fridge for Complexity. Feels like Space Station have done a great job manipulating the map to force that 75% on the board as Complexity take the sneaky jump, but that will not fall for them. They do get the bomb down, though, and no one's in position to score it, despite 4 being down for Complexity. Space Station might have a tough time. No, they will ultimately. Wow, the Stellar ran all the way from the 50-yard line to cap that. That's how strong their control was. 3-0 SSG. My God.
Ryan had thrown a perfect sticky grenade.
A cheeky stick from King Nick swung the momentum, and Complexity pushed the series to a deciding Game 5.
Phenomenal gameplay from both of these two teams. That's about how we got to this point in the match. 6 minutes gone by, and we're tied.
Couple grenades in the pocket of King Nick. Some long-range shots is what he'll have to use onto Stellar. Really just pushes Stellar back. Get some amazing shots there. Sees Falcated hiding. Falcated somehow doing a good job to play his life, but can't avoid the sticky grenade. King Nick is on fire.
The bounce pass sticky grenade lands on the foot. Catching my eye here is Complexity soar into the 200s, up by more than a minute.
Look at this. They're trying to blend the spawns as well. Rotated through, but he got the call that those players were already dead. They know they've spawned Space Station into blue. All 4 members of SSG spawn in the blue side of the map, and Complexity are in the perfect spots to deny access to the rest of the map, and that is GG. As we are going to a Game 5, honey.
Game 5 between
Falcated gets some nasty snipes, and Space Station seals the deal in Game 5.
For Complexity to take, and take they will. 2 go down for SSG, but Falcated, Cherish just practically jumped into his reticle.
Yeah, he was definitely not expecting to get that kill, but he'll take it nonetheless. The opportunist is Mikey Falcated. He's going to rotate through here and see if anyone walks into his reticle again. And Ryan says, hey, here's my face, buddy. And that might just be it.
Bait and switch. Oh, bait and switch could have been executed with a +2 net outcome, but instead it's SSG shutting the door on Complexity. They come back and take game 5.
Moving on to the next series, it's Complexity versus Mindfreak, playing their final match of the group stage.
Needed to land that plasma pistol shot, but maybe he didn't, as he's able to just land some clean shots onto King Nick shortly thereafter. Really need this hill, though, if they want to stay competitive, but it's another remote detonation. Seen a lot of those on Recharge today.
3 remote detonations in 60 seconds. You might go an entire match without seeing one, and we've already seen 3 as we join this one in progress. Mindfreak seconds away, but oh my god, Rice is now the only player left standing. This will get Complexity to the 90+ percentile themselves. It's going to come down to a thriller of a finish on Hill 3.
It's Mindfreak don't have any options but to literally hold forward. I wouldn't normally advise this, but since they're down by 2, they kind of have to. Look at the stronghold from Complexity so far.
Oh, they wipe him! Mindfreak! Oh my god, I thought we were about this. Team Slayer, that's Complexity. The other still playing King of the Hill, that's Mindfreak. Down by 1 with just 15 seconds left. The clock is dwindling, so too are their hopes here in game number 1 as Rynoob cross-map shots into Scoopmeister. Scoopmeister forced to overextend, and Rynoob, seeing the situation clearly, knew that he was going to present himself again at the doorway. And that will do it. Complexity, take game 1. Wow, the splash damage from the rocket launcher would net him another slay as Complexity 7-2 off suit. Not the hand you want to be dealt if you're Mindfreak already down 1-0.
Rynoob trying to stay alive with it. Gets the pickup onto Rice and reloads, but he's got a lot of members of Mindfreak coming after him. Somehow gets his shields back and is still fighting. Can he get out of this with another kill? That's insane. How is he not dead yet? This guy is unreal right now.
Everyone from Mindfreak outside. Back and forth slugfest. Both of these two teams holding on to 2-kill leads. Trading it, feels like. It's now Mindfreak up by more than a team wipe. 5. Sway stays on the map, clambers to safety and glory as he stays alive despite looking like an error in judgment and positioning off the map.
That was so slick. I'm pretty sure Complexity wrote him off as falling off the map, but Clamber saves him. And look how far Mindfreak have swung the map into their favor. Like I said, this team just beat Optic in this mode, and they're starting to show why they're so good at Slayers. This is
have the advantage in the micro, and they turn it into a lead here in the end game. King Nick afforded a free back smack onto Rice. Barcode still stuck on the elbows. Wow. He'll go down as well. 44-43. It felt like it could have been a little bit larger lead, though, for Complexity. Instead, Mindfreak have tied it up.
They don't have great positioning, though. I definitely favor Complexity's positioning. They're able to work together here in this moment, keep each other alive. Member of Mindfreak, though, sneaks through and doesn't get meleeed, so he still has a lot of shields for the next fight. Finds a double. 48-47.
48-47. It all comes down to this as King Nick has a couple of opponents weak around the corner. He's going to clean up on Scoopmeister. Sways down to 1 or 2 shots, but Barcode has his back. Wow. That will not be enough. Complexity.
Yeah, teammates are getting most of the kills, and they're crossing the 80-point threshold here already.
And that is crucial. Just as it looked like Mindfreak were about to bounce back, potentially tie it, maybe even regain control of the lead. Perished, and the rest of Complexity have shut down all hopes of that. As again, all the attention on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, Oddball being held passively and confidently in the hands of King Nick. There's going to be no chance for Mindfreak to extend on the map. Complexity take round 1.
Round 1.
On the route to the back of Mud, back of Snipe Tower, and King Nick regains control of it. That's a crucial point on the map. Mindfreak have brought it back to within less than 20 seconds, but after falling 3 down, this could be it for Complexity.
And they really started to roll, but yeah, this is one last break opportunity. They know exactly where Rice is coming from. He's met with some grenades. And look at this, the perfect rotation of the ball. Mindfreak have to change their routing, but it's not going to matter, I don't think. Wait, Mental. I don't think he intended to repulse the ball away from himself there. It's just 2 seconds to go. This should be the end of it.
No matter. As Mindfreak will fall 3-0 after surprising everyone in the HCS, really the talk of the town alongside a
Complexity versus Mindfreak was the last group play match, and now the bracket stage is set. Let's go over some of the best highlights.
A bit easier. Minute left in regulation, and Luminon has the lead.
Oh, wow. And this series started about a game after our Akabi versus Luminon series, and it might end even sooner than this one. Oh, my God. Wuda with the quickly.
Double headshot quickly. I didn't even see it. I looked at the other screen for a second. I need to see that again.
Yeah, we need to
I was too focused on trying to see what happened with this quickly.
Yeah,
here we go.
Complexity.
Oh, they're both.
Oh, my God. No.
Oh,
no.
Disgusting. Look at this.
Flying out. Why-wying.
They line
How
it
does
up
this line up? Oh, Acid takes a step back. That's not the step you wanted to take. Oh, my God. Quick scope, too? Oh, man. Look at there's been a lot of slays secured in this one, and 54 seconds to the name of each of these two teams, with Complexity taking a momentary advantage in the score sheet, 56 to 54. This one couldn't be closer. Cherished! QTs and knew exactly what its destination was. Google Maps.
Oh, that was so sick. You have to think that like Formal was probably watching the portal for a period of time. The second he looks away from it is when Cherish comes through and gets the back smack.
Score, and it's close, still is. And we're in the end game. Both teams at about 80 seconds, we'll call it on average. One final hold, one final push could be the difference here, as Complexity, not a good time to go 3 down. This could be it for Optic in round 1.
And Ryan really needed to get one of those kills. He had 2 players one shot, but goes down. And I think that might have just lost him the round. Had Ryan got even one of those 2 kills, this entire situation looks different. Instead, it's Optic with the comeback victory. Like I said, sometimes they just decide, let's stop scamming. Let's win this round. And they do exactly.
I was just about to ask, are they going to pick up the oddball here or just try to thwart one final push? They're going to take the oddball. And I think as soon as the push becomes cautious and advantageous for Complexity, you'll see Optic drop it with about a 20-second lead with 20 seconds left on the clock. So this is perfectly played oddball right now from Optic.
Yeah, I don't mind them holding this whatsoever. They're going to also elect to just play it out into the ice, which means even if they die here, they can come off spawn and contest it. They did get 3 dead, though. Did Complexity. 16 seconds in regulation. Optic have 1 push.
From the cargo to the ice sheet, Optic make their way into red. The shields are beeping red for Renegade, staying alive, earning the assist, 72 to 82. 10 seconds between these two teams and 10 seconds left.
Uh-oh. 6, 5. Optic gonna just leave the ball where it is. All they have to do is play keep away. That should be Optic's round. And it is. Complexity.
Wow.
Put up a good fight, but not good enough. I'm wondering if that was a Complexity grenade onto the shock rifle. Oh my God. Formal sticks mental as he slides in and is still alive after the double kill. Might also be able to pick up the shock rifle off of Renegade's body. He's looking for it. Has found it. And at perfect timing, instead of off the rack, it's off the floor for Formal as he finds a double with the shock rifle off of Renegade's body.
Ooh. King Nick is going to chase out this damage from Formal, but after taking a shot from the A side of the map, might want to rethink that. As Formal calls for help, gets it. Now it's Ryanu pushing up. Help, help, help. Bait and switch, bait and switch, bait and switch has gotten Optic back into a tie scenario. 40 all.
That's what I'm talking about, man. They go down in the game, but they always find a way to work their way back into the lead. They've done just that, a 1-kill lead. They know where these spawners are as well. Legend's going to take the front line. I think Nick might get the first shot, though. He does.
No.
But
no!
Legend with the curb slide destroys him.
Oh my God. What should have been a lead in the...
Rabbits. No one's really feeling comfortable enough to go for it just yet. Both teams trying to get a slay or 2 before they go for it. Ryan finds a double kill with a sticky.
Crowd screen affords Complexity the opportunity to take Gammo, and likely game number 2 as Optic get wiped. It's a 3-kill lead for Complexity, and you could try to formulate a push around King Nick. But watch out, if he falls, I do fear Complexity's chances here. Despite being up, you got to keep King Nick alive. And it looks like he's going to take the same route as his teammates. There we go. Ryanu cleans it up across the map. Complexity showing their might here.
For both teams. Did he grab the camo? He did. Drops it to the floor. Legend's going to be the one to find it. That'll be the early advantage for Optic. That's 4 dead. Complexity spawning up pretty close together, though. These three players already up at the same time, and Legend looks to make their life difficult here.
Legend was able to spot Cherish, so he knows that at least one has made it out towards the pink side. He was able to take down King Nick, so the base is clear for now. The question is, what's the call going to be? I don't know if Legend feels comfortable calling for Renegade to take that bomb and try to arm it with 2 down. So they're going to reset and play for more slays. That's going to be tough, though, as Renegade falls. Legend, another 1v2, another win. Oh, my God, yes, with the last shot. Oh, God, it was disgusting.
I wouldn't have minded him arming this bomb with camo sooner, but now he's just literally doing it all. He's showing that he took his timing and really would rather take another fight. Optic advancing this bomb forward, find 2 dead on both sides. Renegade with a bounce grenade. Doesn't see that player that rotated through the shroom stairs, and it tells me Renegade might get a couple of kills, but it's going to be hard for him to stay alive. No, with the camo, going to actually reroute in a way that Complexity don't expect, but Complexity have advanced the bomb.
Optic win the gunfight, but Complexity are able to clear the base and get that bomb back to the 50. Optic now closer and closer once again. As Renegade is starting to come back online, we're starting to see the Demon in full form, going for the triple kill here. He gets it. Is there an overkill on the map that presents an opportunity to him? No, but King Nick, that grenade
9 kills, but they've got to advance the bomb into the other side of the map. They've got to get it into the base. They got to kill spawners again, and I just don't feel like it's going to be possible in the next 40 seconds.
Oh, Renegade! Frenzy! We called him out for only getting 5 slays. He's 6x that here, approaching 30 in game number 3. And we said it's 1 in 100. You see a game like that from Renegade, and it's 99 out of 100 where you see a game like this from Renegade as he continues on his reign of terror. Complexity go 4 down. That'll do it. Optic go up in the series.
Unplug your controller. There's no way to win this one. Renegade on the verge of a running riot, perhaps, but he's just guaranteeing the dub as he so frequently does. There's a reason this guy has won more lands than anyone in Halo Infinite.
He's got to be the MVP, right?
For Halo Infinite's lifespan, both these teams understand how important snipers are. Interesting opening strat adjustment here from Renegade. Actually grabs the BR to start and then finds that. Are you kidding me? Now he's pinging the sniper to let them know this could be a very fast game, Hunter.
Got a couple of shots on the Mental with the battle rifle. Saw him work his way to the left and preemptively shot him in the chest to clean him up. Not able to earn the headshot afterwards. Mental goes back to the well to pick up that snipe. Renegade does land 1 body shot on him. But Complexity actually pushing Optic back. But Optic score first. It's a sneak attack.
Unbelievable opening here from Optic, and it's not over. You asked for Renegade to wake up. I think he is fully...
Rarely see that now. Really able to take him down. And Legend had worked his way all the way to the back of Complexity's base. He's still there, and they don't know it. He's going to take a couple of pop shots, take 2 players down to 1 shot, make it 3. Earns the double. Now looking to claim the OS. Did he drop it off the map? I don't know. It's probably on the lip's edge.
The kill feed, but if he can land some shots, this could be something. But no, Mental cannot find value with that sniper. This is not going to be a flag cap for Complexity.
Ironically, Eli, you asked why don't we play to 5 on Forbidden CTF. It looks like when the players loaded in, they did set the score to 5. I don't know if we're GAing the 3-score rule, but just a note, you do see the 5 lines at the bottom of your screen indicating that this one theoretically goes to 5, but it's going to go to 3. And it might just be over right now. Legend with another flag on the run. Ryan Noob needs to stay alive, but Bound takes him down, and that should all but do it.
Yeah, they will end the game. I believe there's a custom game bug that occurs sometimes.
Or they get a response quickly out of Luminon, and from it, it maintained their lead 124-15. FaZe in a burner to start.
A rare slip up right there from Penguin. He wanted to get up high. He would have been safe if that repulse had worked. Instead, gives the sniper back over to Glory, who immediately hits his shot with the help of his teammate, gets that kill, and they continue to keep FaZe in the blender. It's been a struggle for them just to have numbers. The 4 up has not happened for the last 30, 45 seconds, and it could continue to be that way if Glory hits his next shot. Oh! It took a miracle for him to go down there, but even after all of that...
Of Luminon pressure, where we've seen this before in the opening start of this game. It It has been all domination all the way across the board. The boys in green are getting it done. Now the question becomes for FaZe, what do you dip into? And what does your game plan look like? Because you're getting tripped on the point. There's no way. FaZe Clan are getting put in the dirt. Luminon are here to play.
And Glory is in a numbers disadvantage going into that fight. They're down in a 3v4. He still is able to pick apart where FaZe is at. Gets those kills, keeps their momentum, and keeps their tempo. That trip cap is making it so that FaZe must desperate into their next play, where SLG has the sniper and is waiting for the players to wrap this corner.
Almost lined it up there. This is your winner semifinals in a game one that might just end at 250-19. Barring a contest on B, Penguin is in. We will re-rack numbers. Luminon will take their time, and FaZe now have to fight all the way tooth and nail through perfect domination. We'll see if they can do it, but not all the time to
Luminon here ready for the contest, but FaZe so far has been able to win a couple of those crucial fights, and Trippy staying with the mantra, rotating early to A. This is a big gunfight that'll come to him eventually. Or look at that, Luminon actually got a lucky C spawn. He must get into B right away. No time to waste. He's in, but is there the help necessary? No. Luminon, shut the door.
They made it close. They made it interesting. FaZe really took it down to the wire, but Luminon again did most of the damage up front and are rewarded for their for splitting and staggering off spawns and having to force the rotation through the back. Luminon are responding. Again, FaZe is currently 3-0 in Pool A. Luminon 2-1. These are the top two dogs in the group, and they are throwing blows right now.
SLG did pick up a G8 weapon. I'm curious whether he's going to try to use it or not. It looks like he actually picked it up to use it for a YY. It always goes down to the philosophical question. It's like, is that allowed? Can you pick up the G8 weapon to give yourself the YY option? You know, we never know. We see SLG did pick that up. I think he never had the intent to use it, but a very interesting little sequence there. It's Trippy keeps patrolling with this camouflage. Luminon still just on their back foot, trying to deal with this pressure that FaZe continues to provide, but it's another killing spree. And you saw that right. Trippy with that dead, he's 14-3, but great angles on the map. They're very reactionary at the moment. Lucid's going to try to change that. Look, it's Luminon, a four-man flank coming through the back. They got the 2 kills.
This is a perfect hit. Did they pick up the extra straggler, though? Did they recognize they're going to get pushed? Snakebite does eventually trade. 47, 48, 47. Low shields, extra flies. Here we go. Luminon are on the push.
Camo's coming up at the same time, and Luminon has much better position just to grab and get this away. Woodham gonna be the player that opts it. Lucid did have an angle. You're gonna see players start to get their complementary angles. 49, 48. Luminon just need one more, but FaZe, they will not give anything for free. Snakebite stuck at the bottom. Penguin's been spotted as well. Here comes the push.
What a nade. Pre-checks, make it 2 from Snakebite. Woodham picks up Lucid off screen, and it will be another steal from Luminon.
And with this, Woodham has some calculus to do. Is it worth trying to force another play? And they opt to say yes. Oh my, the head at the top of white. Here they come. Everyone from Luminon is storming into the hill, and they find all the kills without much cost on their end. They only lost Glory during the gunfight, so they'll be well set up for the next push. And now it's FaZe that has to decide, is this worth it? They say yes. Trippy's going down underneath with his teammate. There's 3 players into the pit, but all of Luminon knows.
He got it weak. Make the play. Oh my, Wootum, the best KBM in the game. You need a heroic play to step up in crunch time. 2-0 lead for Luminon. They get the break into new, especially with just how the first couple of games went against TSM. A bit of a shocker. The gauntlet, the complexities worked through today. I know they lost against Optic in the winners' quarters, but still, this is a team that's starting to turn things around late into the season and showing a good stance of where they're at kind of going into Worlds.
Okay.
Snipe Drown says, I will gladly take that free 2-piece. Maybe a third for the road. Maybe. Strip shield. Yeah, why not? There it is. Killing spree and camo to boot.
Yeah, that's back-to-back perfects from Snipe Drone. And I mean, he's teaching us all that the lessons that we learned early in our childhood about high ground just don't remain true. And he wins that from such a disadvantageous position. And with it, Luminon go up 3-.
Again, back to pinstripes in the kill feed. FaZe will get one on the board, but they got 14 seconds to get this one done.
With that, you see the hill go to bottom mid as well, one of the most exposed hills in the game. They have to focus on the spawns, but they also can't not be in the hill, and just too many options that will be their demise. Luminon, clean sweep, clean wipe, clean games from start to finish. What a performance from these 4.
Who expected the 3-0 from Luminon outside of a deep run against will take the title in a week's time, but Shopify have just looked like the team to beat. And Last Shot is perfectly, nominated for Esports Controller Player of the Year for reasons like that. Those are just the plays that can break you as a team.
Oh, does he read Bound spawn here? I think he's going to read this. And he is early. I don't think Bound's going to expect Last Shot to be here. I wonder if he's going to give up this. He's going to let this go because he wants to keep that advantage onto Bound. Gets himself the early kill and now has the advantage onto the next.
Well, don't take these fights. You're not going to win them. Medium range belongs to Shopify. Close quarters, points to Shopify as well. 173 and counting, 100-point lead. And the 2 cap for the boys in blue. Optic backs against the wall, perfect shot again. And it just looks like every time Optic try to wind up.
Battle back, but this might be the path forward for them. A great collapse. They finally get Shopify Rebellion 3 down. Now they just need to find a home base to get back into scoring position. They have camo. This is what Optic needs to start a comeback.
They got gifted a free double towards camo side. So again, you walk away with the power-up, you walk away with the kills. You can bring this game back slowly. Working on the trip, beat down, thanks for playing. Last Shot, we'll see you on respawn. Have eyes towards white, know exactly where Royal 2 is going to be headed next. And the first challenge will be out for Legend. Does he take it? Yes, he does. Royal 2, nowhere to go. Royal 2 still gets the beat down. On to Formal again. Okay, Royal 2 just getting the kills.
Yeah, Legend moved about as fast as you possibly could to get out of that fight, but Shopify Rebellion, they see it's Legend in the base. They say, well, Legend's going to hit perfect movement to get away from this. Let me just cut this off like the fastest possible way. They're one step ahead. They get those kills, and Shopify Rebellion with a dominant victory. 250 to 98, just one step ahead. Their Strongholds game remains one of the best in the HCS. Do they know about Bound? That's the question right now. Bound jumps up 2 players ahead of him. The cutoff is there. Frosty gets the kill, but Bound's damage is answered by Renegade. Renegade not able to get that kill, but damage is answered. That's the key for Optic Gaming. They just need to go to 1-for-1, and they did so in those fights. A tough couple battles that kept swinging their way. A 3-kill lead remains.
A race to the final 10. Shock in the hands of Royal 2. He found a double kill in game 1 that broke the doors open against Optic. He's got the shock and a beatdown for a good one here. 47-43. The Green Wall maintains their lead with a third Bound finding the kill. 48-43. Just 2 away for the Green Wall.
And just one. Wow, Optic Gaming at the end were able to find their distance. Shopify Rebellion essentially out of options. Every fight must go their way from this point on. Cycle wins the first, but too many to tank on at once. Renegade gets his 16th of the game, and Optic Gaming answer back in game 2. G7 Pro. We'll talk a little bit about it when we get out of this series, but it guys, you have a chance to get it for 8% off using your code. Make sure you look at it in chat. Get 8% off with Complexity 01 on Amazon. Go check it out if you're looking for one of the best controllers in the game. And GameSir is the controller for you.
Shopify wins the first game. Optic call him and hold the bluff on 2. This time we go to our third. And next matchup is we'll see what Optic can do here. They're able to sneak out on Solitude. This time though, recharge a different beast. Formal currently in the hill, and they'll work on their first tick just a couple of seconds away, and it will be 1 point on the board for the Green Wall.
And Optic's potency in these game types is how efficient they are. They do not leave a lot left behind for other teams. They're very efficient getting in the hill, getting that time up these spawns. Every player of Optic Gaming goes their way. They know they must finish this fight. But are they able to do so? Frosty's still alive back here.
How is Optic winning these 2v2s, even on low shields? That's kind of a dumb question at this stage of the game, but still, it's worth asking sometimes. Eat that nade, throw it right back. Everybody's calling down for now. 11-8 for Formal. It's about when he was going to get online in this series. Been playing pretty solid, but this has been his best performance so far against Shopify. And Last Shot's on the hunt, trying to find Renegade. No shields, nowhere to move. In no man's land, and once again, Optic will hold on to time.
Look how close Shopify Rebellion is to capturing this hill. If they find an early kill into this hill and just step in, they could take this before Optic Gaming can respond, and that's what Cycle wants to do. He gets in, not able to stay alive, though. It's going to come down to Frosty. This fight is so important. Optic Gaming, from 99.9% of the way there, are able to battle back against Shopify Rebellion and take the lead in the game. A massive...
Or you have to take a 2-on-1, and they still find a way to squeak through. We're going to hit the back, though. Start the flank. Well, there goes one. trying to maintain numbers. Surely, if you're Shopify, you've picked up this read, and they have. Royal 2 and Cycle working together. Throwing a couple elbows. Neutral zone for now. 10 seconds on the clock. Optic have to keep it neutral to win.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like it will come to pass as well. Shopify Rebellion not able to get their entry, and it comes down to that final hill that Optic Gaming was
So easy for Bound. When he has camo, flag is out. The first run in for Optic.
You love that from Legend, right? He's playing very forward on the map. He oftentimes will just play a little bit more forward than others would because of the chance that his teammates will outmuscle the other side and win their gunfights, and he can just pull it back home. Hey, look, that is less than a minute into the game. Legend has a capture on board. Optic Gaming, this is where they're potent. That hyper efficiency, that's what they're looking for. And right now, no one is getting away from these players on Optic Gaming.
And the roam from Bound is basically nullified all of Shopify's positioning at mid. We can absolutely bully their way into zone, pick up flag, and juggle it out for another cap, but this is just down to them finding the kills.
That's downright dirty from Royal 2 there. Now Last Shot's going to have great timing to pull that flag. Renegade gets damaged, but it's not going to be enough to keep him away. Instead, Last Shot with probably the cleanest flag run you'll see. I mean, the flag even dropped, it hit the top of the box, pushed itself back to the path that Last Shot wanted it to go, and look, they captured a flag in 15 seconds there. That's all the best flag runs you'll see. And that's all super heads up play by Shopify Rebellion. It really started with Royal 2. Oh, Frosty in isolation, gonna pull flag, but Royal 2, really great play in isolation to come back towards his team to allow that flag grab. And Frosty. Oh, don't do this to them.
Why? There was no need. Surely this one gets neutralized. Legend gonna take it. Regroup some of their numbers here, down 2 a time. Optic taking their time on the windup. Formal careful on the shots. Formal wins it. And the flag is out.
And that Renegade has good timing right now. No one near him from Shopify Rebellion. Gonna back up, try to deal the one shots left behind, and he will. Last shot, Frosty go down. That flag's still out, and now Formal will take it on. So Royal 2 now the next target of Renegades, but if these fights keep going to Renegade, he's going to be able to try to go back to back here. He's keeping the pressure on Rebellion. He will not back down. And here we go once again. Doesn't waste a second. Hyper efficiency, the name of the game for Optic Gaming.
All that pretty work eventually leads into a stall. Again, the defensive Shopify mid-map's been excellent in this game. I mean, Renegade had to pull on a heroic performance here, but it doesn't amount to much out at mid-map. The recap will come in. Shopify do neutralize
T for Optic Gaming, but Shopify Rebellion able to find at least an answer for now. Oh, perfect. No. That might be one of the best 5 shots I've seen, and it could lead to a flag capture here for Shopify Rebellion. That flag is continuing on. It's just Legend in the back base of Shopify Rebellion that can stop this. Renegade trying to get into that Overwatch position. Legend, though, is too much to handle. A couple crucial kills, and now it might be Optic Gaming that counters the counter of the last flag grab.
Are we just going to instant transmission against each other every single time?
Cycle.
Beat down. Hold on, Legend. Hold on a minute. Reversal. Flag continues to stay at put. They have a chance to juggle this forward. They have a chance to keep this drive alive. All you need is one swing and a couple of kills to boot. Here we go. 2 down for Shopify.
Rebellion went 3 down, and Optic Gaming still sent all 3 players to go sit on that flag to get the return. That's how this game has been. There's one player in the back base.
Extra cap. 2 down for Shopify at the worst possible time. Optic completely controlling blue base. Frosty nowhere to go except into the sights of Renegade. The decap, the split spawns, the push from Renegade, the exclamation point on what has been an absolutely ridiculous series out of Optic against Shopify. After that first game, it's been all of the green wall. And with 10 seconds to go, Legend just put the icing on this one. This was just a statement game on Enquiries.
Put him on skates to end the game. Legend gets his 22nd kill. He goes +8. Oh, let's make it +9, +10, unofficial. We'll see. They got it, you know, but at the end of the day, Optic Gaming is just...
He's low window, Jack. Low window. Nice. Let's go. Nice. Pretty dead. I got camera, guys. Tell me where we spawn. I got camera terminal. Yeah, hotel. No, full shield scoop. I'm dropping your S1, Ethan. Where's on me? Dead on boot truck. Half shots, boot truck. On my boot truck, guys. Watch out, top blue. Yeah. Nest killed me. Nice. There's guys still fucking top blue. There's guys still blue. Still blue. Still blue. Nice, man. Do that. I swear to God, gonna be trained. Gonna be your posters, maybe. I'm going all the way through. I'm going all the way. On me. Jabia. Piggy. Drop it. Dad. P-whip. P-whip. The posters, guys. Posters. Nice cut. Nice cut. That's what. That's what I was.
And Mindfreak come back from down double digits.
Who impressed you most, and who's on upset watch? Let me know below. Smash that like button and subscribe for the Day 2 highlights. See you tomorrow.